Yo, YouTube, what is good? Bruv gang, what is good? And we are back with another video. Welcome to another edition of the JRPG Roundup Show. So we got some big news here today, man. I'm really excited for this. Two legendary JRPGs, Wild Arms and Shadow Hearts creators to launch double Kickstarter campaign for spiritual successors named Armed Fantasia and Pennyblood. The Kickstarter campaign is to launch on August 29th. So if you guys do not know anything about these two legendary JRPGs, Wild Arms is a tactical JRPG or a strategy RPG that was released in 1996. So I was a young pup when this game released. So my first introduction to Wild Arms was actually Wild Arms XF, which released on the PSP in 2007, and I loved the hell out of that game, and I still do have that game to this day on my PSP, and I have replayed it within the last year as well. So the game is fresh in my mind. So it's a super amazing game, and you guys should definitely check it out if you ever do get a chance. Any of the Wild Arms games really and truly should check out, but my personal favorite would be XF, as it was my entry to the series itself. So with Shadow Hearts as well, Shadow Hearts came out in 1999, so I was a little bit older then. I believe Shadow Hearts was a trilogy actually. The first one released on the PlayStation, and then the second and third I believe released on the PlayStation 2 as well. So that's another great RPG that you guys should 1000% check out as well if you ever do get a chance, or just watch some videos on it. But yeah, two amazing JRPGs. So this Kickstarter campaign looks really promising. So again, a huge shout out to Gematsu, as always, providing the amazing information. I will leave a link in the description or in the comments to the full article for these games. So let's get straight into it. So Wild Bunch Productions, a company founded by the core team that created Wild Arms, and Jrpg'S, a company founded by the core team that created Shadow Hearts, have collectively announced spiritual successors Armed Fantasia: The End of Wilderness and Pennyblood, a double Kickstarter campaign to fund both of these large-scale Japanese RPGs, will be launched on August 29th. So the article reads, Armed Fantasia to the End of the Wilderness and Pennyblood will share a mutual funding goal of $750,000, which will secure a PC release for each game, while a nearby stretch goal will secure ports to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S or X, and the newest Nintendo hardware at the time. So of course it will be Nintendo Switch, because as I've said in previous videos, Nintendo have no incentive at all to really and truly make another Switch, or make another console, really, a Switch Pro 2, Switch Pro, whatever you want to call it. They don't have any incentive for that, but that's neither here nor there basically. So as the article reads along, the early bird combo pledge level will allow early backers to pledge for both games at highly discounted price. The Kickstarter campaign will also integrate a combo meter that affects stretch goals across both games. A pledge for one game will not only add to that game's stretch goal meter, it will also contribute to that to the shared combo meter that fills up with support from both games. The more the combo meter builds up, the more content that is unlocked across both games. By backing one or both games, backers will help build both titles and support other backers. Clearing goals will share content and talent across each game. For me, that is a really intuitive Kickstarter basically. So for me personally, I've never seen this with a Kickstarter. This is really amazing. I'm not too sure if anybody's done this before, but this is pretty groundbreaking. Two franchises basically coming together, and two communities basically coming together to help one another is amazing to me. The fact that they've made it a lot more interactive. Most Kickstarter campaigns are pretty basic, pledge money and we go from there basically. You pledge however amount you want, and then you go from there. But this is pretty intuitive, so I'm really excited to see where this goes. So as the article reads along, Wild Bunch Productions and Jrpg'S will also host a weekly community game in which one of the heroes from each game will face off against a monster. Campaign followers will see 5 different social media based goals related to an attack, special move or block, and each monster will have a set of number of hits it takes to defeat them. Defeating the monster clears that community stretch goal and upgrades the rewards chosen during pledges. If one game's team is not able to clear its goal by not hitting a monster enough times, by any hits or clear goals from the other game will carry over, allowing one community to help the other. So that that's real interesting, man. As I said again, this is a real interesting take on doing a Kickstarter basically. So huge shout out to Wild Bunch and Jrpg'S, man. This is really intuitive. So on the Gemetsu website, big shout out to them as always. They have a lot here. I believe there's a trailer for the game as well, so I will be for both games, sorry, so I will be leaving that in the video as background. You guys will be able to see that, and also you'll be able to see it on the website too. So a brief overview of Armed Fantasia. So Armed Fantasia, to the end of the wilderness, tells a dramatic story that unfolds in a world hurtling towards destruction. Players take the role of a group of pathfinders with trusted arms in hand, embark on a perilous journey across a sprawling western punk wilderness. So that seems real interesting, man. The article is very big. It has a lot of background art here. This article has a lot here. So characters as well, main characters, brief overview on each of them. I believe it has enemies here as well, enemy types, weapons as well, even with little diagrams as well showing what weapons do what. This is pretty interesting. So explaining what the arms are as well. A world map, and the world looks real cool. This looks really cool, man. The battle system as well. So I believe these screenshots are taken from the trailer itself, and even the UI as well in combat looks real clean. It looks super clean, man. You got something here called a force gauge as well, or force gauge 2, sorry. So it looks like it's a meter that builds up basically your force, and then you'll be able to strike enemies. This looks real interesting, and the art style as well. I'm a real big fan of the art style, especially in Wild Arms XF, which is obviously my first entry into the game. On Wild Arms XF on the PSP, that game looked beautiful, man. For a game that released in 2007, and I know it was on the PSP, that game looked amazing to me. I really loved the art style on there, so I'll always be a big fan of Wild Arms' art style, because it always appealed to me as well. So we have character names here as well, and then yeah, so let's move on to Pennyblood. So Pennyblood reads, Pennyblood presents a world twisted in gothic horror and nightmarish imagery rarely seen in Japanese RPGs. In Pennyblood, players follow the story of Matthew, an investigator who embarks on a dark international probe through the iconic Roaring Twenties, amassing allies and confronting trauma in a world twisted by cosmic horror, malice and mayhem. So any SMT fans out there, or any dark horror JRPG fans out there, this is right up your alley, man. Right up your alley. This will definitely be for you. So again, just like the Wild Arms spiritual successor, it has background art here on the website. This looks pretty dark, pretty gothic here. So any of you guys will love this. So it's set in the early 20s here, so this is 1923. So the world as well looks like old Tokyo. So it says the imperial capital of Tokyo. So yeah, this looks real interesting. So yeah, it looks like it's set within World War One. Yeah, World War One. They got some character art as well here, which looks real interesting, and the enemy designs as well look super clean, man. Super clean. I believe I'll leave a picture on screen right now, but Demna, the Crownless Knight, his design looks super fire, man. That looks real clean. He reminds me of from Tokyo Xanadu EX. If you guys have ever played that game, I believe his name is White Shroud. I'll leave a picture on screen as well, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But White Shroud, I believe his name is. That design is real clean, and it looks something similar to that, something that would be in like a Bloodborne or Dark Souls type. Like that looks real cool, man. Real cool. Also has art design as well for the character as well, so how the character came to be in basically. It's all in Japanese here as well. I'll leave screenshots on screen as well, and also you guys can have a look at the article yourself down below in the description. I'll leave it. But yeah, man, this is super in depth, super in depth. So I am pretty much looking forward to both of these releasing. We've got some enemy designs here, and we got some screenshots of the UI as well. The UI as well, look, the UIs are real clean, and they're very unique. The both of them in terms of design, they have their own like distinguished type of style as well, especially here on the Shadow Hearts successor. This looks real cool. Pennyblood, sorry, that's the name. I had to keep remembering as well. Pennyblood and Armed Fantasia. So here in Pennyblood, the art style is real clean, man. I'm gonna leave screenshots again on screen for you guys to see, but yeah, man, this looks real dope, real dope. They both have their own unique personality, which is what I love the most as well. I really love that the most. So I am very much looking forward to both of these games. Armed Fantasia and Pennyblood Kickstarter campaigns to launch on August 29th. So guys, please be on the lookout for this. Please be on the lookout for this. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on it and definitely keeping tabs on this too. The Kickstarter campaign will launch tomorrow, so on Monday. So right now I'm recording this video on the 28th at a very late time. So it's about 4 in the morning over here. I'm recording at stupidly late time. Don't even ask me why, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that would be it for me and this video, guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys' support recently on my videos. So that would be it for me today, guys. That would be it for the JRPG Roundup show. I really appreciate you guys for watching. From me to you, this has been your bruv, the big bruv. I really appreciate you guys for watching as always. Please like, sub, share if you're new, and comment down below which game you're most excited for. If you're excited for both, let's put it that way. And also if you'll be participating in the Kickstarter campaign, because this is a very interesting Kickstarter campaign for both. But yeah, from me to you, this has been your bruv, the big bruv. I'ma get out your face. I'ma get your face, sorry. And yeah, that'll be it. I'm out. Peace.